antibiotics to help her because it could have caused cardiac arrest on her. So they just did surgery on her without any anesthetics, and she didn't complain once, and she was awake throughout the entire surgery. And she eventually ended up dying, and they couldn't help her at all because it was too late. And before she died, she said her murderer's name, and I don't remember her murderer's name, but I know it was a long one and it was hard to pronounce. But she just said his name and said that she wants him to be in heaven with her forever, and then she died and said that she forgave him. And then the guy went to court. He pleaded not guilty, but the judge and everybody knew that he did it, so of course he got thrown in prison for 30 years. And basically, 10 of those years, whenever he got done with 10, they ended up putting him in his own cell because he would cause so much problems in prison with other people. He would start arguments and riots and everything that they had to give him his own cell and seclude him from everybody else. So as he was by himself, he had a vision, and it was Bernadette, and she picked 14 daisy flowers, I think it was, and those 14 symbolized the 14 times that he stabbed her. And that just turned his life around right then and there. He started reading the Bible, he started worshiping God, and he turned his life around and repented. And they let him out 28 years, so they subtracted like 2 years from the 30 and let him out early. And then the first thing that he did when he got out was he walked over to his the child that he murder's mother's house, and he talked to her and he asked her, "Do you know who I am?" And she said, "Yes, I know who you are." And then he said, "Do you forgive me?" And she said, "God forgave you, Bernadette forgive you. I don't see how I can't forgive you." And from that day forth, she adopted him as her own child and took him in, and he just basically looked after her for the rest of her life. And in the Catholic Church, they decided to canonize her as a saint. So this guy took her to Rome, all the way from Mexico, to see her daughter get canonized as a saint. And he basically just worshiped God for the rest of his life and taught out of school and turned his life completely around from what he did. And that's the story of that person.
Amen, amen. I never knew that.